For those of you who found the Galaxy S4 too big to handle or simply couldn't afford it, Samsung gives you a much smaller and cheaper S4 mini with almost all the features you've come to love on the original S4 and throws in 2 SIMs as well. It has an identical, only smaller box as the original S4 and many after that. It's made of the same 100% recyclable cardboard and ink. Once you open the box, you will find the main phone unit, along with which awaits the manual, the USB cable, the earphones, extra earbuds, the battery, and then the wall adapter. No surprises really. The Galaxy S4 Mini is a much smaller device compared to the original S4, sporting a 4.3-inch Super AMOLED capacitive touchscreen with a QHD that is 540 by 960 pixels of resolution, which translates to about 256 ppi of color density, which is decent. It's also less powerful than the S4, of course, with a 28nm dual-core 1.7 GHz Cray 300 processor inside Qualcomm Snapdragon 400 system on chip. Now, Snapdragon 400 is a 2-generation old processor, mind you. However, it's still the newest dual-core Snapdragon processor because Snapdragon 600 and 800 processors are all quad-core. You get plenty of brain as well with the 1.5 GB of RAM and good storage with 8 GB of internal storage, and then you also have a micro SD card space. The body, except the screen, is all plastic and looks like a smaller twin of the S4 original. Above the 4.3-inch screen you'll find the earpiece, the LED notification light, the sensor, and the 1.9 MP fixed focus camera. Below is the signature home button and the back and menu soft keys. The left side has the volume rocker. Below is the micro USB port and the mouthpiece. On the right you have the power button. And on top is the 3.5mm jack, the IR blaster, and the secondary noise cancelling mic. The back side houses the 8MP autofocus camera with an LED flash and your speaker grill. The back flap is plastic, of course, has the same texture as on the bigger S4 and removable. Inside you'll find that both the SIM slots and the micro SD slots can't be removed without removing the battery first. Sad. The 4.3-inch display, although it's Super AMOLED, but we just wish that it had a 1280 by 720 pixel HD resolution instead of the present 960 by 540 pixel QHD resolution. It also translates to a decent but not totally great color density. The viewing angle, however, are brilliant thanks to the AMOLED technology per se. The Galaxy S4 Mini thankfully runs the latest and the same Android version, that is 4.2.2, and also comes with many of the apps that are on the bigger S4. Some nice apps are missing, like the S Health, but at the same time there are additional apps that are not on the bigger S4, like the FM radio. Apart from this, the S4 Mini has all the apps that come on the bigger S4. Some of the features, however, are missing, like Air View and Drama Shot on the camera. You have the brand new TouchWiz that came with the Android 4.2.2, which means you get the 6-page touchscreen with the new lightning unlock animation. Inside you get the familiar home pages set up with customizable app dock. The notification pane is also same. Drag down with one finger to see the latest notification. Drag with 2 fingers to see the complete function button menu. The widget menu is aligned side by side with the app drawer, and you can sort, edit or hide applications. If you've explored the apps on the S4, you've almost seen them on the S4 Mini. They have the same interface not only with the bigger S4 but also with all latest Galaxy phones that run Android 4.2.2. This is one thing very good about Samsung, that almost all the latest Galaxy smartphones priced above a decent price level have the latest Android 4.2.2 run and the latest TouchWiz UI on top of them. You might have some apps missing, some feature missing, but at least you have the latest platform installed. System performs flawlessly without any lag under normal condition. However, there is slight lag when you have lots of widgets on the home pages, as well as heavily multitasking, like between UI transitions coming out from the app to the home screen and some other stuffs. But for most people, the phone is fast enough. Call quality is excellent to say the least. There is no noise and no call drop on both SIMs on both sides. The reception also is very good. The camera is not as good as the bigger S4. You get decent pictures under inner flight, but it really stretches the camera under low light. The low light or the night mode on the camera is also not up to the par. You see a lot of noise. However, if you'd be shooting most of your picture under daylight, then this could be enough. You might say the Galaxy S4 Mini's 4.3-inch screen is not exactly a very large screen to be able to optimize a gaming experience. However, the S4 Mini has the right amount of power to play most of the common games. For example, the S4 Mini plays most common games like Temple Run, Angry Bird, Fruit Ninja, etc. easily. But these games, of course, don't put any significant stress on the system. Bad news is that Nova 3 and Asphalt 8, two of our primary test games, are incompatible with the S4 Mini. Mainly because, or I assume, is because it runs an older Snapdragon processor. So we were only left with NFS Most Wanted, which the S4 Mini played without any frame loss, even while we fired up the Nitro multiple times. So we can say, although the screen is a little small by today's standard to play games, the games will be played without any lag, frame loss, and will be played seamlessly on the S4 Mini.